What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Men Behind the Mitts. Before we get started and jump into this awesome episode, we just want to say thank you to all our new subscribers. You find us on Instagram at Men Behind the Mitts. Shout out to Silky Mitts Hockey Club at Silky Mitts HC, SilkyMittsHC.com for all your hockey apparel. New tank top restock, summer sale, our biggest sale yet is out. Check it out. Like, follow, share, subscribe, hit the little bell if you're watching us on YouTube. If you're listening to us on the podcast, check us out. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcast, anywhere you can listen to a podcast, you can find us. Just had to get that in there. But hey, thanks for tuning in. And here's this week's episode.
This is the Men Behind the Mitts podcast. Hosted by Big J. And now, here's your favorite Buttes.
Got it.
We back.
We are back. We are getting Doug back. What is what is up, bro? How are you?
I'm good, bro. It's good to see this vacation. I had like a little FOMO from the podcast.
Yeah, dude. It's I did not plan on it, and it was a real bummer. Like I'm really upset, like low key upset that we like missed one because I was like I took pride in that.
Yeah,
that we were hammering every week, but man, like. Crazy work week for me. I literally had no time that week at all. You were on vacay anyway with the fam bam. So you know what? Well,
it's all right.
Take a
little break.
take a little time off.
A little baby break. A little baby.
But look,
Hey, our fans were still looking though, because I went and looked at analytics, and we had like 30 views that day on old episodes. So people still.
Yeah, I got multiple messages. And I was like, yeah, I said this work week has been crazy. They're like, oh yeah, it's been 100 degrees. I'm like, yes, it's been 100 degrees, and I was on call.
Sweaty.
It's been
Sweaty.
Dude, absolutely nuts. But yeah, man, we are back. Happy to be back. I was like, man, as soon as we got in the thing, I was like, I just happy to see your face.
I know, setting up, and I was like, forgot how to do everything. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, I had anxiety. I have a little bit of anxiety. I was like,
little butterflies.
How do we do this again?
I've been thinking about it, dude. This shit is us talking and doing this. Like, I kind of am excited the next time I have a mic in my hand. If I'm like at a wedding or something, I think I'm gonna be like ready for this shit. Yeah, I don't know why that crossed my mind. I guess because me and Chick were talking about wedding and marriage and shit, and I was like, dude, if I have to give a speech, I'm gonna fucking slay.
Oh,
I know, right?
That's nice. No, dude, I am not the one for public speaking. It's just something I don't know. I haven't had to do it in forever, but you know what I mean?
I had to do it at my parents when they renewed their vows, and I was like, I kept going back to this one line, just thanks for coming. I'd say something, and I'd be like, thanks for coming.
They really love you.
I didn't really plan for this. They gave me 2 months notice. Did not plan for this, and I'd chug a beer, and I'd like with a waiter. Beer.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming. So all I have to do is top that, and I'm
right.
I'm
so that's funny. Like if you had to do microphones, so was that for like your vows? Would you guys do like vows? Is that how you would rock it?
I don't know, bro. We didn't get that far.
No. Oh no. Yeah. So like me and Chick have talked about that before, and I was like, I don't know, because she was like, I kind of want to write our own vows, and I was like, I don't know if you're ready for that.
That's deep.
And she's like, what? And I was like, I bring it. Like I fucking bring it. And just the way she is, like she's not that type of. Our love language.
She'll hit you with like 4 good lines, and you come out here with like this fucking slam poetry of love.
Oh, it's gonna be deep. Like that's why I was like, she's like, our love languages are just different. Like she's good at writing notes, like that's like one of her things. But like I think like as far as the vulnerability, I mean, I'm gonna put it out there, bud. Like you gotta go for the tearjerker. Like if you're gonna do it,
I love that. I do it with
married
gifts.
once.
I do it with gifts and cards. Like
okay,
I try to get it. So I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I probably would try to do the same thing with my vows. Like, I'm gonna get my mama, her mama, and her sister's mama. Like everybody gonna be crying.
Yeah, they might just be like, oh, that's nice. Okay, now Josh, your turn. It's like, boom, shut the fucking house down. Everyone's like, oh my God, it's beautiful.
Grown men
Like,
are weeping.
yeah, for real. I'm really hyping it up. That's how I see it in my head. But I just hope at the time I'm like, you are cool. I like you. I want to like you forever.
Let's do this like forever.
Yeah.
Bruh.
It's funny because I call her Lauren when she's getting frustrated. Like I'll call her Lauren just to piss her off. It's funny. I probably shouldn't have said that.
You've honestly said worse.
Yeah. I was like, all right, geez, Lauren. She's like, what? I'm like, nothing, Lauren. She hates it. Yeah, she hates it.
Well, if we're gonna tell stories, like I will share. I will, if my girl's like flustered or like bugging, I'll literally mock her as she's saying.
Oh, dude, I'm the worst.
I'm the worst. I'm like right on it. She just like,
oh man. So like, I'm real bad. Like I'll let her tell me something, and like I'll respond to her the way she tells me. And like I'll just be like, oh my God, I can't believe she done that. She gets so fucking mad, and it makes me want to do it more because it's like Steve will be upstairs, so it's like I got an audience, so it just makes it like, so she'll just look at me. She won't even talk sometimes. I'll just be looking at her. I'm like, I'm ready for whatever you fucking say. Like I'm ready to fire back.
Man,
that probably is. Yeah, I was gonna say that probably is frustrating sometimes.
Yeah, like if you think about it, if someone were to do that, I'd lose my cool real quick.
Yeah, I'd be like, okay, I guess I'm just not gonna tell you anything. Because you know how we get like, fine, you know what I mean? I'll hit a child. You're like, okay, I'll never do that again. I'm never gonna touch your waist again. Okay. Like like, oh shit. Like how guys react. Like that's how fucking.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I gotta move this back with my big toe. Oh man, my dog's barking. It's all good. I kicked it. I got excited.
The dog?
Yeah, no, my dog.
My dog's barking. No, I kicked it.
No, I meant I kicked. Oh shit, that got derailed. My dog's barking in the crate. I kicked the pod stand.
Oh, okay.
But now Puck's barking now. Hopefully you can't hear it, but he don't want to be in the crate. Pup date. Puck's doing great. That's awesome. growing like a little weed, but yeah, he's cool, man. It's cool. He's doing well with Zoe. Their relationship is getting better. Like they're starting to snuggle on with each other, when they're not trying to like always bite each other in the face. That's nice. But it is like having like it's like a baby. Like having a puppy is like a baby, except they can like just run like
that
run
never grows up though. That's the thing. Like having a baby that is never you don't get the like you can take care of yourself now.
Yeah, just constantly try to kill itself every day. What's over here that I can eat? Like, please don't eat the carpet. Like, why would you eat the carpet?
Sniffing its own shit.
Yeah. Oh, you ate carpet, almost died. Oh, you're gonna eat it again. I understand dog logic. I get it. Like, what the fuck?
Woof. Yeah. I've had dogs for so long in my life. This 2-year break without them has been interesting. I do have those moments where I'm like, but like at the same time, having no dog hair anywhere in the house and not having to plan my nights. Like, hey, you want to stay out later?
Yeah,
right, let's stay out later. We don't have to worry about going home to it has been a blessing,
Yeah, so I get it, but like right now too, it's like they're kind of like my excuse. It's like, I got to get out of here. So like I really don't mind, but like there's sometimes things like I want to go riding, like we want to go here. It's like, damn, I can only have like a 4 or 5 hour window, because he can only be in the crate for so long just before everything just goes south, and it's a fucking mess. So, but yeah, no, I get that, but I don't know, it's crazy. Like my parents, when Dixie passed, they were like, we're gonna chill for a while, and they made it like 6 months, I think, like 6 months or a year. They got another dog, and now they're talking about getting a second. Like it's crazy. Like they rescued one, and they want to rescue another. Like
that's
they
awesome.
Got
good for them.
I think it's because they want grandkids, but they just just hey, get a puppy, like get another dog.
Oh, Josh ain't putting out, so might as well get a dog.
Yeah, we don't know yet. We still thinking.
Is that? I mean, we don't have to get too personal on here. Is that something you're?
I don't know. We'll talk about it later.
Good shit.
Yeah, I air a lot. Maybe don't air these.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
I got to know how far I can push the host of the show. You know,
Understandable.
I don't know.
I
Dude,
ain't mad.
we have a fucking not a new Stanley Cup. Back-to-back champions. Tampa Bay Lightning wins the Stanley Cup. Like, how fucking crazy, bro.
Let's jump into this because as everyone, sorry, we rolled right into it. Let's jump right into Tampa. Tampa with the back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. I mean, congratulations to Tampa. You know, we kind of you called it. You called a steamroll from them. It's crazy. I mean, the Habs. It was like another level when they. You know what I mean? Like the Habs really put the work on Vegas. Like that was a good series, and then to see Habs make it, it was just like there's really levels to this shit. There's still levels, even at that such a high caliber. There's still levels.
They're not gonna make it. They're done. Like I hope Habs fan enjoyed it, but like next season, it's not happening, bro.
For the Habs,
divisions go back.
Yeah,
not happening, bro. I hope they enjoyed it. They had a little chance. That was their chance. It's not happening.
That was fun. I was pulling for the Habs.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
me
a fun
too.
Team to root for.
Suzuki, especially Cole Caulfield. You know I pull for all the American boys. And for real, Carey Price. Like that would have been the cherry on top to solidify, you know, his Hall of Fame career. Like Lundqvist, you know, he's another guy that I would have loved to see win one. And that was his chance. And oh man, just seeing his face after that L, like, yeah, the look of defeat is tough to watch, man.
Also, can we talk about the size difference of Vasilevsky?
Man, I've seen that fucking picture. That's angles, bro.
Is it?
And I've looked into it. Carey Price actually, like some goalies will like wear their stuff like loose. Carey Price wears it real tight to his body.
Tight. Yeah, I was gonna say Vasilevsky wears it just around the neck, basically.
Yeah, and just kind of lets it hang, which is kind of smart when you think about it. Yeah, but he does look massive. But his hands look huge too. Look at his hands. He's got big fucking hands, bro.
Right.
Like,
now I think it's photoshopped. Like now that
who knows anymore, right?
Yeah, what is real? We'll get into that later, folks.
Yeah, we will actually. I got some good talk on that.
But no, but what a series. I can't believe that Tampa won again. Crazy. Everyone crying 18 mil over the cap. What do you feel about that? Is that a valid statement?
Should it be changed? Will it be changed? Should it be changed? Yes. Will it be changed? Probably. A lot more players this year have been verbal about it more than any other year. When they did what Chicago did with Patrick Kane and then they went on to win, you didn't hear much about it. You know, it's happened throughout the years. This isn't the first time, but this is the first time you've heard a lot of players like, come on, bro, these guys, it's hard to go to battle against a team like that. You know, and it makes sense. It makes fucking sense. But they did nothing wrong at the end of the day. And I love how they fucking trolled everybody at the parade with their shirts.
Oh yeah.
That so is hard, so fucking tight. I like when these guys get to put a little fucking personality out there, you know?
Definitely.
I loved it. Speaking of parade, the cup took a fucking beating.
Yeah, from the one and only Patty Maroon.
You saw that shit?
Yeah.
The top of the cup is completely flat. Wow. That motherfucker like he had a pothole.
Yeah, and speaking of Patty Maroon, three-peat, 3 years in a row, bro.
Is Patty Maroon better than Connor McDavid? Bro,
Stanley Cup says so, right?
I think that solidifies his career, bro. Like that says a lot. Like regardless, he's a role player, obviously. He's no fucking superstar. But to go from one team to win a cup with a team and then go to another team and do it, and then stick with that team and do it again.
Yeah.
Says a lot about him. He's not making big money, doesn't have long-term deal. You know, that's huge. That's real fucking huge.
We know what it takes to win a Stanley Cup, and that's all 4 lines. So no matter what, you're on that team. It takes all 4 lines to win a Stanley Cup.
And everybody's got to play their position, right? Everybody's got to know their role. He just knows his role and he plays his role. To the T.
Yeah, he's not putting up 20. You know, it's not happening.
Nope.
But he's putting up, dude. Big Rig is so fun too. Like when he's mic'd up and stuff, dude. He's a mess. Yeah, he's the best, dude.
He's a fucking beauty. I love that he grew out the hair this year.
Yeah,
lettuce. Man, I wonder what's in store for his future. Like, do you retire?
I thought he re-signed with Tampa for like another. I thought he re-signed 2 years.
I think he did do a 2-year, but like,
you
think he's gonna? I don't know. Do you retire while you're on top? Do you think he's still got it?
I don't know. What would you do? What would you do?
We'll see.
I would stay and play. I mean, you got 3 cups. Stay and play.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder, I think Tampa, though, might be running into some cap issues because they got a lot of contracts coming up.
Right.
So I don't think they're going to that's not going to be the same roster on the ice next year.
The Mets, that's with every team. I don't know. I feel like a lot's changing. I feel like this offseason, like a lot of stuff is going to be changing. So I don't know. Yeah, definitely, it's going to be a different Tampa team. That might not. They're definitely not doing a three-peat. That's for sure. Could you imagine if Patty Maroon was still there and they got 4? Like, what the fuck? Could you imagine? That's got to be some type of record. Well, no, just kidding. Well, how many years did the Canadians win in a row?
Be like some Gordie Howe shit, or
that'd be nuts.
Fuck. Yeah.
But what is always crazy about the Stanley Cup too is when it ends, all the injuries come out. Do you have that injury list from everything on Tampa? Man, I was trying to find so ill prepared for this part, but I just wanted to talk about it because damn, 2 people had broken hands. Kucherov had a separated rib, like he had a broken floater rib, and he wore like extra protection. Like, what, dude? Like hockey, there's nothing else like hockey, bro. Like, there's nothing else.
And that's kind of where like that 18 over shit like kind of goes up. Like it's not like these guys are fucking 100% and like came back just for the playoffs. Like these guys are battle. They're beating the fuck up.
Yeah,
they're not 100%. Like, yeah, I understand. Kucherov hurt is still better than Carl Hagelin at 100%. I get that.
Right.
But like
no one's at 100.
Right. I don't know.
Especially, dude,
Killorn was out the last 2 games because from blocking that shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and he was a vital role player. So
wait, he broke his leg, right? Like, yeah, he had surgery and was trying to get back out on, like, he was skating like 2 days after surgery, trying to get them. What? Warriors, bro.
Yeah.
Absolute warriors.
There's no athlete that compares to like a hockey player. I'm sorry. There's just not, bro. The way they play through injuries. Any other sport, a player gets injured and they're not trying to continue to play. You know what I'm saying?
It's team, bro.
Yeah.
Team. That's what you always hear. Like, we've talked about this before, but like you always hear like in post-game hockey interviews, it's always we. Like, or in between periods, always we, not me or I. Like, it's always, we got to get the puck deep. We got to play a little tight.
There was a commercial like that. I fucking loved it. I forgot who did it. Maybe Discover Card or something. It's like just clip after clip after clip of post-game interviews. And it's always we.
Right.
You're so right. Yeah. And hockey players don't ever talk about themselves, bro.
Oh, no, bro. They're all so chill.
Even when they get a compliment, like say Patrick Sharp or somebody's interviewing them and they drop a line like, oh, you're a stud, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just trying to do my best, one game.
Yeah. I just got you're having a good season. Like, what? Like, that's all that you say is, no, we're having a good season.
Very
Everything's
humble
fine.
guys. Very humble guys. Because they know that one year you could have a great year and the next year you could be out the league. Like it's the type of league we're in.
Yeah.
They're in. Sorry. We're in a beer league. I ain't going nowhere. You guys can't get rid of me because I pay to play.
Yeah, like what's that? Oh, you need me?
You need
25 a sub, bet that. Let me get in.
Let me get in. How's your league been going?
The roller hockey, it's good. I haven't been in 2 weeks, and then we have a bye this week.
Oh, well,
like I had 2. My game for the on-call week didn't get to go, and then literally the week before that, bro, I was on a roof all day. It was like 100 degrees. I came home and fell asleep, and it was a 10 o'clock game. I was like, this is not happening. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
I dig it.
And I feel bad. The 10 o'clock games suck, bro. I don't know how anyone does it. Like, I can't do that shit. I don't get home till like 11:45, 12. By the time I chill and relax, it's been 1:30 before I passed out, and I literally get up at 3:30. Like, it sucks, bro.
Yeah, well, fuck that.
I get up at 3:30. I get up at 3. I hope this shit ain't gonna last forever. Like, in one more month, there's 3:30 shit. Usually I get up at like 4:30 or whatever. But like, I've been getting up fucking at 3:30 to hang out with the dog. So I feel bad because he's gonna be in the crate all day. You know what I mean? So like, I wake up, play with him, feed him. You know what I mean? I feel bad.
Good for you, because most people would not fucking do that. They'd wake up, dog in the crate, and they're all doing their day.
Well, like he literally is like, and he's just growing in his stage. So literally, he only plays for like an hour and a half. Then he takes an hour and a half nap. Like that's just, he's a puppy. So like, if he's awake, usually, and they're supposed to sleep like something like 16 hours a day anyway. So I just try to play with him in the morning. I don't mind. I get up, have 2 extra cups of coffee. It's nice, but It's hard. It is fucking hard though. I can't wait to not have to do it.
I just fucking farted and it smells so bad.
Wasn't making that. Did I hear the burn?
I don't want you to think my face is where your story, but like I got a whiff of it and I was like, that I can't get up. I'm stuck here. I might have to chase myself out of here real quick. Like, holy shit. Did you hear it?
I heard it. Yeah, I think I did. That's what I was like.
I tried to like low key, like I was pinching my butt cheeks while leaning. I was like, don't, because sometimes they can be loud and I'm sitting on a wooden chair. That bitch will echo real quick.
Bro, the wooden chair clap back. Yeah, the wooden chair and cheeks go like this and the chair's like right back at you, brother.
Yeah. Well, sorry, folks.
That's the same chairs in high school, bro. Them things used to make the farts twice as loud. You'd be low key trying to rip a fart and be like, just fucking yeah. Dude, a fart will always be funny. I do not care, bro. Farts make me giggle, man. I don't know what I don't care. Farts make me giggle. Your face is killing me right now. Shit. What are we talking about? Let's get back on track.
We were talking about Stanley Cup, and then we talked about your puppy, and we talked about you missing roller hockey.
Oh yeah, roller hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Ice? You said you're done with the season, champs. What happened here? Second, no, you lost that game. I'm sorry.
Tell me what happened. You tell me.
So look, bro, this is what happens. Like, I literally said.
Anything that did happen, you've laid it out for us already. So
every single thought that I had, just kidding.
You lost. You're champs. You got second.
Just yeah. My mouth. I was like, oh yeah, they lost again. They got second place. My brain did that in like a blink of an eye, and then my mouth was like. God bless it.
Nah, bro, it was a shitty playoff game. We finished the season 9-0. And then our first playoff game, this team, it's not an excuse. It's a terrible excuse, but it was the perfect storm. I was coming off 2 weeks of not skating because we had a bye week. Plus I was on vacation, so I didn't even do pickup or nothing. I hadn't even touched the ice.
That's tough.
I wasn't at my best. Yeah. And then this team we played against had this kid from BU, Buffalo University, who came in, who we wasn't there the first 2 games we played them. So I had no idea what type of player he was. And he was
good.
Yeah, he scored both their goals. We lost an OT by 1.
Damn, that's tough, bro.
And I had all my opportunities, man. I didn't what you could tell I hadn't been shooting pucks and playing because every shot was like right off his shoulder, right off the goal, the end of his twig, and I was just inches off. Yeah, and I was just like, man, I like started regretting. I was like, I shouldn't go on vacation. I love hockey too much, man. I hate losing. Like that's part of the reason why I love the game is to compete. But yeah, dude, that sucks to go 9-0 and then lose an OT first round.
Yeah, losing is the worst. It definitely sucks. I'm at an age right now, like it's different though. That's a competitive team. Like I'm on a different team. I'm like, like I just want to have a good time, but like losing still does suck. We have a fucking
6:45 a.m. consolation, like third place game tomorrow, and it's just like I'm going. I don't miss hockey. I'm gonna go, but. Yeah, I skated today, and I hadn't skated since that last Wednesday, that OT loss, and I skated today at a pickup, and I was just buzzing. I was just fucking buzzing. The puck was doing whatever the fuck I wanted to, like
that's nice.
And there's just like, wow, one time on the ice does so much for me.
Dude, for real, it's big. I can't. I'm nervous to play ice. I haven't played ice in so long. I'm gonna be garbage, hot garbage. Like, I need to get out there.
Yo, so I didn't know this, and it's just my lack of just knowledge, but I've been back on that flat bottom V cuts. Pure hockey doesn't. I never asked. So
and you're still rocking the blade techs. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I love those blades. I've been preaching about them in the locker room. One of the guys just asked me about them today because he needs steel. Yeah, shout out to Blade Tech. Like
I still haven't even put mine in. I feel like an idiot. Like
I haven't had a reason to use them either.
Oh, ouch. Yeah, it was truth.
No, yeah. I mean, it's not like you're playing and haven't done it. Then I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? But
yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, and the sad thing is you probably got nothing lined up either.
Well, so what is cool is like one friend of mine, like she's got 2 kids that want to like get into hockey, but they want to do like street. Then like the neighbor, like I talked to the neighbor the other day, and like one of their kids just started to learn to play with the Sabres joint.
Cool.
I'm like, that's dope. And she was like, I was like, because
with the Sabres or with the Caps, where they give them for a year and learn to play. Just curious. So they have different.
I don't know. It's sponsored by somebody. I don't know. But
I think
through that.
the NHL does that now. They partnered where like each time they get new gear, which is super fucking cool to be able to get.
Yeah.
To be able to take that burden off parents, because that's why I started. I didn't play ice hockey growing up until a later age. I started in roller because it's fucking cheaper.
It's literally what I said. I was like, I'll have to go to my parents' house and see what I have. Like, I have a plethora from every age group. You know, like we never threw stuff away, never ever, bro. Like, and granted, I mean that gear is probably like obviously 20 years old. They're like, oh no, he's in the learn to skate program. I was like, fucking A. I was like, that's cool as shit. Like,
it's real dope.
And he was like, I need to learn how to stop. And I was like, I'm like the worst coach. Like, I need to learn how to speak. Like, because I don't know, like, I'm very in tune with the way I do it. You know, so I'm like, you got to do this. I'm like, you got to throw your hips and trust the blades will slide. Like, he's like, yeah, but he's like, when I do it, I turn. I'm like, yeah, you really gotta chuck them so you slide.
You gotta lean on your edges. It's all about the angle. Yeah, I love teaching, believe it or not, and I've been complimented on how great a teacher is. But that's a tough position because like, depending on the age, like your effect, like if you teach them wrong, they're gonna carry that with them. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Oh, for sure. And that's like, I'm more of the, I'm like a pick me up coach. Like, I'm not like the coach that's like, I will help inspire the team. Like, that is me. Like,
yeah, but
I'll inspire the player
and things like
that.
Like,
come on. Like, keep pushing her. Like, hey, next time try this. Like, I'm not the guy who's like, okay, so we're going to come from here and go to here. I'm like, nah, I'm like, okay, so he told you what to do. Now I'm going to help you do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm more of that guy. Like, I'm a great assistant coach.
I was just saying, I was like, you sound like you're an amazing assistant coach. Let somebody else do the hard work and you're going to come in and just clean it all up. Icing on the cake.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know.
No, you need that though. You need both. Not everyone. I mean, everyone wants to be like, oh, a head coach, but like the head coaches are only as good as their assistant coaches.
Yeah, for sure. And that's just how I feel. And that'd be a good role. Like, you know, because I used to have my coaching level 4 joint through USA Hockey. We're actually, me and Steve were talking about going back and getting that stuff. So
I've been thinking about doing it. I'm just so fucking busy. I couldn't.
I know, right?
I'm just waiting for Cameron to get into hockey, and then I'll do it naturally because I got to be there anyways.
Right.
But I've always wanted to coach. I've always wanted to coach, man. Yeah, I think it's so awesome just to give back too. Just to give back, and the way I've been able to develop to myself by just learning, like. I would love to help. I would love to help do that.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's cool. Like you said, giving really back. And then I just enjoy like when people, when they get stuff, like when they get it and they're like, yeah, bud, like you got it. Like, you know what I mean? It's cool.
No joke and nothing against Uncle Rob, but like when I was giving him tips and I saw him then applying that in the fucking games and seeing him get excited when he comes, bro, you were right, it worked. I'm like that gave me feel good.
Yeah.
I was there like, yeah, dude, I told you. Like, yeah. That's it's kind of selfish, but it's kind of rewarding for yourself too, right?
It's very rewarding, but that's I don't know. It's like humbling and rewarding because you don't do it for that. Because like
no, you don't.
Someone says
that's
thank
not what
you,
you're thinking
like,
when you're trying to help.
Like I thought about it earlier. Like when someone actually does like thank you and like when they're appreciative, you're like, I don't know what to do here. Like I'm emotionally shutting down at the moment because I got to dissociate and figure out what's going on. Like it's fucking weird. Like you're like, oh,
did you say thank you?
Yeah, like you're welcome. Like, yeah, you're welcome. Like, genuinely, I don't know. It's whack, man. It's so weird, you know? So I don't know. But yeah, it's a good feeling though. It's a good feeling. It's fun too, especially when they grow up and that's the thing. Like you said, you can be the one, cause I had a coach, I played, you know, only 1 year of baseball, T-ball, you know, and like I had my coach, I remember my mom always told me my coach was like just an ass. And like, he ruined it for me and I gave up baseball after that, you know, like
that's
who knows?
Worse, especially as
kids.
It's like it needs to be all fucking, it's one thing to teach the fundamentals so they know what they're doing, they do it right, but it's another to like put pressure on them and then like be hard on them for making errors. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like errors just shows that they have room to improve.
You know, kids are kids. Like kids,
no shit, bro.
Like kids,
like when you, especially when you like start looking at like biographies of players and shit. Like not all of them were great all the way out. From little league. Like you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of them. Like, oh yeah, I started baseball in high school freshman year, and like you know, blah blah blah. Or you know what I'm saying? Everyone's path is different.
I don't know. These kids are fucking kids. They think about anything but that shit they're supposed to be doing. Like, I don't know. I try to think back to me at that age. Like, damn, I had to be like an idiot. Like, what? Like, never paying attention to anything. And just like always looking around. Like, I daydream now. Like, it's like, I can't imagine what it was like then. Like, I don't even know.
To be a kid again.
Wild, right? Only if you knew what you knew now. Whoa.
I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't
That
want
wouldn't
to.
be fair.
It would ruin it because it's like one of these things. Like once you're like, I hate to say the word woke because it's been so fucking misconstrued nowadays. But once you're awake to like, life, it's like it's hard to be like have an imagination and like what I'm saying, like all those things. This is the way it is.
Yeah, unfortunately, right.
Bro, to jump back to hockey a little bit, NHL, if you don't mind, there's a lot of fucking unrestricted free agents coming up, bro. Have you seen the list?
Let me pull it up. I got it somewhere.
Pull it up. I got it myself, man. It's deep. It's real deep.
Here we go. Start with the forwards, bud. Let's get these big names right here.
Well, then. Yeah. Big OV hasn't signed yet, and I think that's strategic. They're gonna wait to see what happens with this draft shit.
Yeah,
and then make a move. Next would be Gabriel Landeskog from Colorado. If he does not go back to Colorado, that's huge because he's a fucking stud, bro.
Absolutely,
Seriously.
I agree.
David Krejci, Taylor Hall, and Zach Hyman, all unrestricted free agents on the forward side. Already been seeing tons and tons of rumors about Hyman. He's not going back to Toronto. I think that's almost a guarantee. Taylor Hall, though, I haven't heard anything, but I think he did well in Boston. I think he's a real fit. I think Boston would be smart to pick him up.
Yeah. Just, I don't know what their cap space looks like. I haven't even started. I need to get into that because it's going to be that time of the season.
Yeah. But it's like, if you get a full season, because they picked him up at the trade deadline, if you can get a whole nother full season of bonding and getting in chemistry with those guys, that power play would be fucking nasty.
What do you think? 30, 40 points? I mean, he's capable of probably on that.
The way he was playing with Boston, he can make another MVP run. On him, arguably. Why not? He's right. You could tell he was enjoying playing hockey again.
Because he was finally on a squad that
he's got playmakers that can set him up, playmakers he can set up.
Will he take less? Will he start taking less? I mean, he's still
I don't know. See, that's my thing with Taylor Hall. I feel like he's the guy that he's all about money.
To play with Boston.
I think maybe with where he's at in his career, he's been tossed around from shit squad to shit squad, just taking the paycheck. Like, at what point do you say, all right, time to win a cup? I'm getting older. Right. I got to find a squad. And original six team, a team that has made the playoffs consistently year after year, arguably the best line in hockey, Pasta, Bergeron, and Marchand. And Pasta and Bergeron, you could make the argument are all top 10 in the NHL, depending on what your point of view is, right? So, Taylor Hall would be smart to stay in fucking Boston if he wants to make a run for the cup.
Boston's always a playoff team. Like, they're always a playoff team. It's just how deep can they go? Mm-hmm. So, I don't know.
And they went pretty deep this year. They really did.
Yeah.
I mean, other than Barry Trotz being a great coach, taking advantage of Charlie McAvoy, things like that, the way the series broke down, like, they really had a chance and could have been battling for the cup or against Tampa Bay, I mean. So, we'll see. On defense, though, Tyson Barrie from Edmonton, Dougie Hamilton, who we already know is already being shopped for Carolina, Alec Martinez from Vegas. Oof, I would love to have that guy. And then Mike Riley as well. Tyson Barrie
from Boston,
is also a great defenseman. I think the biggest name out there, though, on D is Dougie Hamilton. I mean, that guy goes in any club and he's instant going to have an effect.
He's like captain material, like Dougie Hamilton. Like, he's, you know what I mean? He carries that. There's weight with that name, especially in the locker room. So I don't know. That's definitely a big move. I don't know who. It's our defense. Our defense is whack too, man. We need so many. I feel like the Caps need a lot of stuff. Like, the Caps need a lot.
I think if we could make some moves, we get rid of. Well, we'll talk about the Caps later. On goaltenders, though, unrestricted free agents.
There's some big names here. Big names.
And honestly, with the Caps personally needing a goalie, I would like to see this guy come back. Philip Grubauer from Colorado.
Yeah, wow.
After the season he just put up for Colorado, he's done nothing but progress since becoming a Stanley Cup champion from 2018. I love that guy, and I think he's really embraced a starting role goaltender position.
Man, you take Grubauer out of the Colorado situation, that's a different team. That's a different team for sure.
I think so. I completely agree with you there. He really stood on his head this year and gave them a chance.
Oh, absolutely.
Next is Freddie Anderson in Toronto. We'll see what happens there, but I think maybe they go another route. Maybe they don't pick him back up. I mean, Freddie did have a good stint, though. He did play well for them at times. I know he took an injury and things like that. Next, Mike Smith in Edmonton. Tuukka Rask for Boston, Halak well. James Reimer in Carolina and Mrazek in Carolina.
Wow,
Boston and Carolina
Jeez.
both, starting and backup are unrestricted free agents. I think RASK time could be up in Boston.
Yeah,
it could be that time. We'll see what happens. I mean, if they let go Halak and RASK, that frees up some cap space. And who says they don't make a move for Freddie?
right.
Who says they don't make a move for Grubauer? Could you imagine
Wow,
Philip Grubauer with Boston and they
that would suck. They got to stay off
fucking wrap. They're gonna make.
Got to stay off the East Coast.
They're a cup champ. They're a cup contender instantly.
Wow, they're probably thinking that.
Yeah.
I don't know. What
so
is RASK is RASK still is RASK still your go-to guy as a starting goaltender?
If he signs with Boston, yeah. I think he could be in regards to that. I probably just answered that the wrong way. Yeah, I think he's a starter
anywhere else
in the league. Well, it depends. I think Brandon Holtby is a starting goaltender. He went to Vancouver and he was sharing the limelight. So it kind of depends on where you go and what the situation is. Like if for the Caps were to pick up Rask. And they kept Sammy, and they were like still trying to push me. I think that would be a sharing position. They would split at the time.
I was say, well, we'll touch on the Caps. So I have fucking so many opinions about that, which you just said with the goalie situation. Yeah. But in regards to goaltenders, are you a A-B type of guy, or you like to have two A guys and rotate? What type of goaltender? Like if you were a head coach, what would you like to run on your squad?
I want a number one guy. I want a guy I can rely on. I want a guy that I can throw in a high pressure situation, but. I don't want one guy. Obviously, your backup has to be solid, right? You have to have a great backup, or else you're catching an L every time he's in. But yeah, I think the whole.
But you prefer to run with a guy
like the Vegas situation, Leonard and Fleury. I think you're kind of. I mean, if they embrace it, cool. But like, who's to say that if Leonard wasn't starting somewhere else, he might not play better because he's getting more ice time? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Compared to switching on and off with Fleury. I think if you
have, but he signed the deal. I mean, like,
for sure.
Deal, so
but I think if you have a hot goaltender, you ride him. You ride him. I mean, look what happened. Murray came in for Pittsburgh. They rode him, took him to the cup. Jordan Bennington had, came in. He's hot hand, took him to the cup. Allen's in fucking Montreal. So it is what it is. Same thing with Fleury, right? Pittsburgh rode him as long as they could as they're starting to diminish. Boom. Here's Bennington or Murray. Sorry. So. Yeah, I'd take a number one. I'd rather have a really, really good number one with a good backup than have two really good I'd rather have one A+ and a B than have two A's.
Right. Understandable. Yeah, no, that's a good breakdown. Like I thought you explained it pretty well because I like the two A's, but if you're thinking about it in a playoff situation, you would rather just have like your guy. But then if you look at a team like the Caps. The B guy is not going to get you there, But
like that's the thing. If you have a B guy, he only has to come in and win one or two, or like Grubauer.
But I mean, Grubauer injuries, like you
won a game in 2018 for the Caps. Grubauer comes in and plays that series starts the series against Columbus, does what he has to do as his job, regardless if it's a win or loss. And that gives Holtby the time to be a number one goalie and get back and get a little mental break and come in and do his thing. And what happens? It's a fucking stud.
We rode him hard that season too, man. I don't know. See, that's hard. See, are you gonna ride your number one like that? See, that's where I get torn. It's like
it's a tough one because a lot of people say that's why Montreal did so well because Carey Price had a shorter season. Carey Price in a longer season,
in a long season
he doesn't perform that well. Right, exactly. So it's all based off the type of goalie you have, right? If you have a goalie that can play that type of season, so be it. It's every player is different, bro. Every player is fucking different.
Absolutely.
Some guys are good to play three games back to back and then need a break. Some guys, on off works better for them. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Hold on, I have to call.
Yeah. Speaking of movement, Tarasenko requesting a trade out of St. Louis. A lot of trade rumors. Washington in there. I think that deal would involve Kuzi. And I'm okay with that. But if you look at what the lineup would be, let's say we do save Osh, move him to second line center, maybe move Tarasenko up to line one with Ovi and Nikki. That's fucking nasty.
I don't know. See, I like that, but I think Ovi's, I don't know if he's line one right now. You know, like, that's not my line one.
Yeah, that's a whole nother fucking conversation.
Well, we might have it because he's got to sign. But yeah, I don't know. That'd be a good move. Do you think it'd be for the same amount of money though? That's what we're talking about. Like Kuz's contract is like 8. It's like, do you think he's good? Like Tarasenko would want that much money?
Aged. Tarasenko's aged. I don't think he's getting the money he was in his prime, but he definitely deserves.
I was thinking 5 to 7, like 5, like 6 probably being a nice move.
$6.5 million.
Like if we get like 5.4 for like 2 or 3 years, like that's a solid. Maybe even 4. Would you do 6 over 4? It's not too bad. 24.
4 is long.
24
guarantee.
At 29, makes him 30. Makes him 33.
Yeah. Like I said, he's a little bit older now.
You're a short contract guy, though. You're a fan of 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, for sure, because you don't know what's going to happen.
So that's from a management prospect and not just a player prospect.
Listen, you don't know what's going to happen, dude. And every year is a new year. It's a business. Like, I want every year to have the best team out there. If you give me a career year 1 year, that's great. I'll make sure you know.
But are you signing big names for these 7-year, $6.7 million a year deal? No, you're passing.
It depends.
So how do you hold your franchise player?
That's what I'm saying. It depends. If I might have 1 or 2 guys. For sure. You have your 1 or 2 guys that you like an Ovi, like a McDavid, like a Matthews. Yeah, for sure. Give them the big money. They've earned it. You know that they're going to continually get better. But for example,
you'd never have pigs. You'd be trading all the pigs away.
Bro, but look at Buffalo. Right? I mean, they're a key example, man. I'm not a fan of these big term deals. I don't care if he gives me a career year. Do it 3-4 years in a row, and then we'll talk.
Like an 8-year deal?
Yeah.
Number one, I'm not signing nothing for 8 years. Like you exactly.
And then you see some of these contracts where these players are still getting paid and they're retired and shit, and they're not even playing anymore and shit. And it's like, oh yeah, it's National Blah Day. He's getting paid again. Like y'all got finessed.
Oh my god.
Nah. Can't.
My microphone attacked me. Yeah, what was that? That's like a baseball player. And he didn't get paid for like $1 million.
He's still getting paid. I think he's getting paid to like 2035 or some shit. We're going to give you this much money or this. Nah, go ahead and just give me this over 27 years.
Yeah, he set up a retirement account.
In Bitcoin. Like,
right. Like, what the fuck's a Bitcoin?
I think Carolina Panthers or somebody just is paying a player like $57 million in Bitcoin. It's interesting times with these contracts. Speaking of contracts, let's touch on this. The NCAA allowing players to get paid.
Oh, this is long overdue. Long time overdue. Have you seen this stuff? What's his name? Johnny Football. Have you ever seen the interviews with him talking about how he used to get paid like illegally?
All Did you ever see that guys, stuff? Yeah, Reggie Bush, like all these guys.
So he used to. Just the one story I want to share about Johnny. What's his last name?
Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, Manziel. That's the guy. He would set a phone call up. The guy would be like, go in a hotel room. There's 1,000 headshots. Sign the 1,000. Send me a picture and a video when you're done, and I give you the code to the safe. There's 10 grand in the safe. And that's what he would do. He would sign all these pictures, call the guy, show him, type the code in the safe, 10 grand cash in the pocket, out. And he would do that shit like once a week, all the time, just making dumb money. And that guy's going on eBay selling them or whatever. Like, it's fucking nuts, bro. Long time coming, though. Jersey sales, etc. All of it. It's a long time coming.
Yeah, dude, it's long overdue, especially as guys that just build so much revenue for these colleges and then they never go pro. We just had that, their career, maybe they get injured in college or something like that. Like, they should have the opportunity while they are playing, while they are in the starlight, to have some type of financial, payment for that.
Yeah.
The colleges are reaping the rewards, right?
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's the most. I mean, these colleges are fun. I mean, the amount of money they dump on the football programs and the donations and everything, it's unreal. But here's the thing. I think if you're going to do that, like, I'm happy that they're going to do that because, yes, there's all the reasons you said. But set the kids up for success. Offer them some type of financial help. You know what I mean? Like money, because money changes a lot of things. And money makes things, especially if you come from not having it, you know what I mean? A lot of things can happen. But I feel like you got to give them some type of help. Just help them out. That way you set them up for the long, you know what I mean? Not the long term.
Like the school should have some type of financial manager for their school.
Yeah, like, hey, just save this amount for this, budget this, and then, waste this, whatever you want to do. Yeah. And it's still more than you could probably imagine,
Here's my thing, though, that just crossed my mind. Every time I talk about football, I always talk about how the NCAA, I'll watch college football over the NFL because these guys are playing for a career, first of all, and they're playing for free. They're playing for the love of the game, essentially, still. I wonder if we're going to start seeing different moves now that money is involved.
Well, I feel like that's always been a thing. Like, I feel like if you're like a D1 prospect, I mean, money's involved. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well,
like that
money's to a certain extent, like D1 linemen aren't getting that type of opportunities, but potential first round draft pick,
right?
For sure, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's wild to think of because there's a lot of things that can happen. But I mean, recruiting's always been part of the game. They always got to spice the deal, for these kids coming in. Whatever
you hear about these guys giving cars to people's moms and shit.
Yeah,
like that.
It's crazy.
It's not even like the school. They have their boosters.
Yeah, it's not even the school. Exactly.
It's
That's
the
how they get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't. This group of alumni gave his mom a new house and a
just for a championship. For a championship, bro.
Yeah, because they make so much money from that shit, though.
A championship.
That's really what it comes down to.
Well, always.
But yeah, good for college athletes. Seriously, it gives them. Hopefully, it also pushes more athletes to want to play Division I sports, and it'll give us better games, essentially, right? Maybe the guy that's thinking about going overseas to play hockey now is like, oh, I'm going to go D1 and I'll just get paid off endorsements.
Yeah, that's real.
Now we're seeing better NCAA Frozen Fours because, we have better talent. Hopefully that's what it does. It attracts better talent, more talent, maybe more players overseas come to D1 and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see what it happens. Hopefully it doesn't turn into some fucking NFL, NBA bullshit where it's all about money. And you know what I'm saying? We start seeing these guys acting out their egos getting too big before they even make it to the show.
Yeah. I mean, that's something that already's got to cross their mind anyway. Like if you're playing football, especially at a football scale, not hockey as well, but like, wow, that guy makes $42 million and I fucking make league minimum. Like how crazy, you know what I mean? Like how could you even take the field with that guy? To be knowing that guy's putting, not to say he's not putting everything into the play, but it's like, I think there's got to be some type of resentment regardless.
That's interesting. I've never thought about it like that. I mean, obviously, I know I'm aware of it that it happens. Like the lineman isn't making the same money as the quarterback and the wide receivers, but like, yeah, you imagine being on the bus, like you're putting in the same time and effort.
Oh no, you're still making a buck, and you're living.
And you're doing what you love.
I was gonna say you're doing what you love if you love it. I'm saying you're really living the dream. Like how many people would do that for free? You know what I mean? Like
how many people would do that for the salary they're doing now, the 30K, 60K?
Exactly.
So 100%, I respect. I would get. Hey, you want 30K? You can play pro hockey, or do you want to do what you're gonna do? Blah blah blah. Yeah, bro. Right. I'll play hockey for 30K.
Yeah, it's so cool. Like, yeah, it's cool. I don't know. I feel like that. I feel like that's not going to change the game. I feel like they'll still be motivated just the same.
Yeah,
because it's a big deal. Because literally, you're still for the rest of your life. What are you trying to do? Make money for 2 years? 3, 4 years? Mm-hmm. Making money for the rest of. How about making money for 10? Because football careers just those things are wild. Injuries in that sport it's only getting worse every year too.
Yeah. Back to the NHL.
It's a long term. Yeah, sorry.
No. I was just gonna. Something that crossed my mind was we were talking about Tarasenko requesting a trade. Kirill Kaprizov wins is obviously like one of the best rookies in the fucking league. The way he showed up this year, turning down offers from Minnesota buying out Parise and Suter supposedly.
Big deal.
Yeah, Minnesota making some moves, and then I saw that Jakub Voracek has agreed with Philadelphia to maybe it's time for a change of scenery too. I think he ends up with. I think that's more or less like, I want to go to Seattle. Make me available. Right. Seattle.
Yeah.
Hey, you think about that? If they already have a possibility of picking up Voracek.
Well, you think a lot of these guys are thinking like, look what Vegas did. Like, why not? This is
especially guys like him, right? That have been with an organization so long, haven't been able to seal a deal. Like, give me an opportunity. I want to go somewhere else and try to win.
Yeah, I mean, it's wild because if people are like, wow, look what Vegas did, we could do that. Like, what if I was a part of that?
That really changes the game for expansion teams too, because obviously Seattle isn't going to be the last.
Right.
I mean, obviously, you have to cap the league. Like, we can't have 50 fucking teams, right? Like, that'd be fucking OC
another
with
organization would
schedule
have
and
to
shit.
fold, right? Like another organization would have to go under at this point.
Yeah.
Like Florida or, something. What are we talking about? Not Carolina, but like Florida possibly.
We were talking about Florida, but the way they played now this year, shit, they should start filling the fucking stands. Right. Their playoff run was remarkable, and they're not going nowhere. That's not one of those teams that excelled because of the division. They had a tough division they were in. Sure. So I expect Florida to be dominant next year as well. But yeah, you have teams like, let's say, I don't fucking. It's hard to say the Canadian teams because it's Canada,
right?
But like, I don't know. Anaheim, right? I mean, I know they have
a legacy though.
I know, but like, yeah. See, it's hard to pick a team that you would move.
Wow, how do you just delete a whole thing? Never happened.
Buffalo,
see ya,
fucking Buffalo, Thrashers. Never won a cup. Shit's not going good. See ya, boys. You're the Winnipeg. You're
the Winnipeg.
I meant to say Quebec. I would say Winnipeg Jets, but you're Quebec now. You know what I'm saying? Like you're the I was gonna say Atlanta Thrashers, but no way. Don't send another team down there.
Yeah, I was just thinking Atlanta Thrashers. That sucks.
I think Buffalo would be the only team that you could like. No way you get rid of an original 6 team like Detroit, no matter how bad it's getting over there.
Fucking Detroit.
I think, yeah. Where else would you like? Let's say if you had to pick an expansion team, like, all right,
thank God we're not on the board.
Where would you pick? Where would you pick? What do you think? Where's the city that deserves a hockey team?
I don't know. This is on the spot. You'd like Quebec. What U.S. market? I mean, they nailed Vegas. That was a good one. As much as I hate Vegas, they sure did nail that one.
Well, that's easy, honestly, because they can fill the stands every night because they have so much tourism, right? And then you got all these hotels that are now offering things. Hey, stay for a week and get a free tickets to a night's game. That's easy for them to market and keep the stands filled. But they sold out a lot of season tickets too, so don't get me wrong.
So you don't put another team in California. You don't do that.
No, I'm sick of that fucking shit. Arizona could be a team that leaves. Just thinking now that I'm thinking about teams, Arizona could be a team that leaves. But it's interesting, right? Because then you see teams like Dallas that like you never would expect and then thrive, wins a cup, has players like Mike Modano and Brett Hall come through. Like,
you just gotta have a banging city. I don't
know. That's tough. And it's so crazy that New York has 3 fucking squads, right?
Yeah.
What about like somewhere even?
What about Pennsylvania?
Like Vermont?
What about Pennsylvania?
Oh yeah, Philly and Pitt. Yeah. What about Maine or Vermont picking up a team going up north that way? Hockey? How they play hockey up there?
Like Boston. I mean, like Boston's up there. If you did Maine, like Rhode Island.
Yeah. North Dakota.
No
one's going to those games.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, North Dakota D1, like that's some good hockey over there.
Yeah,
I think Minnesota honestly could pick up a second squad out that way. There's, I don't know. I'm talking out my fucking ass right now.
Yeah, I'm like, I got nothing. I'm thinking all these cities. I'm like, I was like, yeah, Vegas would be good. Oh yeah, Vegas has a night, you idiot. Nashville. Oh yeah, they got a team too. You fuck. I'm like, what? In North Carolina is cool. Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's crazy how some of these markets have like. Well, Carolina was on the brink of fucking getting.
They were getting. They're almost closed up.
And then thank God for everything that happened with them.
The surge. I
don't know. I guess you get to beat that. It's a tough one. That's a tough one. I put both.
It's a toughie
there. Pick a U.S. city. Maybe we'll get some comments on this one. Oh, you guys didn't think about this one, did you, fuck boys?
Apparently not. Good sirs.
Good sirs.
Man, I don't even know.
Always Canada, like Quebec could do it.
Yeah,
but U.S.
Well, not right now. Not right now. Canada's whack right now.
Yeah, boy, they got
more. It's more or less weird to think that hockey's over. It's kind of bothersome.
Yeah, but there's so much going on this off season that like next thing you know, it's gonna be fucking time to play again. Like the thing about we're end of the July is almost already here. We have the draft, we have the expansion draft, then we're gonna have fucking training camps preseason. Next thing you know, it's gonna be fucking November. Oh, here's Christmas. So even saying that already just gave me like
bro, time. I literally looked at the thing today. I was like, oh man, July's almost over. That's cool.
Yeah, my kid will be 3 this year.
Whoa, 3?
Right? It feels like it just happened.
Whoa, I feel like Cam's like this big, bro. Like,
yeah, we had a Dodge Pump yesterday, man. My man 3'1", 3'1",
3'1".
Boy, that boy dunking next year, boy. He's definitely taking it after me and his mama. That's a good thing, though. I'm glad he'll be tall. Can't take slap shots, motherfucker can dunk. Probably play volleyball.
Oh man, that's cool.
Yeah, time's flying, bro.
It's weird how fast it goes, man. It sucks. It just feels like things just come out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's wild, dude. That's why I've been so just and that we've talked about this before. That's why I don't fucking take pictures and shit like that often. Like I'm just trying to be so in the fucking moment.
Yeah.
To it sucks because when you're having a good time, even when you're in the moment, time still flies by. But it is awesome though. When you're in that moment, it feels like time is also standing still to a sense, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And that's what I try to do. I try to be so in the moment. It feels like time is just standing still because I don't want these moments like not to bring up my kid again, but he's starting to put 3 to 4 words together and he can count to 10 now. And he's only 2 years old. And it's just oh my God.
That's cool.
I like the dad and the goo guy. I like that. Eventually it's gonna be like, ugh.
He's like, fuck you, bud. And you're gonna be like, watch it.
He learned Go Away from Jungle Book. He gets an hour of TV time for the entire day, 1 hour. That's it. And sometimes we break it up, but he's getting a little older now, so he has favorite movies, and so Jungle Book's one of his good ones, and there's Go Away in there. My man has learned to go away from Jungle Book, and that's his thing now. So now he'll say go away to me. I'm just like, my man, I love you.
Oh, okay.
Go away, dad. I just want to play blocks.
Whoa. I don't think I'm ready for that.
That's what I'm saying. Your dog ain't going to do that. The man will lick your toes the rest of his life.
That's not fair. I'd be like, hey, bud. Hey.
Play with me.
I'm playing with you. You have to share with me.
But each stage will be awesome because we're going to go from playing blocks and me teaching him to be able to play catch, to be able to take slap shots together, to go, hey, let's go out on the boat, shit like that. So
is it like you? I don't have a child, obviously. So you
really? Oh.
Things. It's like I don't know why I said that. When you look at man, I know that's literally your heart outside of your body. I get that. I understand it. I don't have the feeling yet, but I understand the thought. I can imagine the thought, right? Because I get stressed. I don't even have a kid, and I get stressed about someone taking my kid that's not even alive yet. You know what I mean? I get nervous about those things. Sorry, I don't want to send you down a spiral.
No,
I
think. Yeah, but what I'm in the house, I'm more like Assassin's Creed mode. Why are you driving slow behind? Is you about to hop out and try to take my kid out the back door? You got somebody in the back?
Right.
I'm on that mode. I know we don't live in Mexico, but shit.
Yeah, no, I feel you now. But it's just just watching his consciousness develop, and it's gonna be wild. Like you said, every stage is gonna be something different. And
it's so cool because obviously up until I think. Man, it sucks because I knew this at heart for a while. I can't remember the age now, but the brain waves are in beta or alpha or whatever. He's going to be in that absorb and learn mode for a certain amount of time. Yeah. I think it's 5 or 6. So these are everybody wants to just have fun and do all these things, enjoy the time with your kids. But really now is a time to instruct vital key things that will build the foundation of your child. My girl kind of gets on me sometimes about the shit that I do with him, but it's going to pay off in life. And it's already started to pay off. We don't just play something and go play something and go play something. I forced him all right, we're done with blocks. We clean up blocks before we go play with cars. And now I don't have to fucking tell him, bro. My man's 2 years old. Dad, play cars. Okay. And he starts picking up his blocks and puts the blocks away. We'll finish reading. He goes and puts the books away. I don't even have to tell him before he goes and does something else. And that's the type of shit. So it's really cool to see the development, but yeah, man, it's
that teaches so many things. I can think of so many things that teaches just right off the top. Just respecting his things, you know what I mean? That goes such a far way. When you respect something, it's crazy when I look back and I was like, damn, bro, I did not respect that. Like my dad's house or shit. It's whoa, I did not respect at times. I was I did not respect that shit. And looking now, at my own house, and I was like, damn, I beat my fucking ass too. I would what? Disrespect the house. Like, it's crazy because now I look at how much time I exchange in order to have this house. Like, that's the way I look at it. It's not like I look
now
at
imagine having some little 6 or 10-year-old kicking walls, just having friends over, spilling shit, not giving a fuck.
Oh my God, bro. Like, I can't imagine.
That's why you got to do it now. You got to instill him now. Like, I know it sucks and you just want to fucking have like this little toy and enjoy him, but
man, that's crazy.
It's gonna pay off. Another thing that also like sticks with me is like, what's that saying? You know it really good. Like, hard times make hard men, and then like, how does that go?
Yeah, basically, hard times make hard men. Hard men make easy times make soft men.
Yeah, exactly.
And soft men, and then soft men make hard times. And
exactly. So like, I don't know. This kind of goes inside with that, but like, and like. Our parents, you hear parents all the time, I want to give my kid the life I didn't have. So I have no problem wanting to spoil my child, but at the same time, he's going to learn to appreciate it. He's going to learn what it takes to achieve that. Okay, you want this car at 16? That's cool. Me and you are going to start your own lawn company at 14, and you're going to work every summer cutting grass and then saving your money. And you know what? Even if you don't make enough to buy a car, you're going to know what it takes to earn that. And then I'll help you buy a car. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like, that's the type of stuff I want to instill in my kid. Like, I have no problem spoiling you and helping you have a great life as much as I can. But at the same time, like, you're not going to be one of these soft ass kids that just gets anything given to him and doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Has no work ethic type shit.
Yeah, you got to understand. That's a big key to that, because a lot of people do say, like, I want to give my kid everything I didn't have. Well, it's like, I mean, really, when it comes down to the most important thing, I feel is just like your time. You know, like that's something big. That's huge. That's
so huge.
Yeah, it's just something that I talked to my dad. Like, it's just, I was so blessed, like, to have my parents, and like, because I watched a podcast about, like, just imagine like someone who just didn't have a parent or both parents, or was like raised by their grandmother or by their aunt, and they weren't really raised. They were just like, here's the thing. Like, I was talking to Steve about it. Like, there's a difference between being raised and being watched.
Yes.
And like, a lot of people just were watching kids. They weren't raising kids.
Or they're just sticking in front of the fucking TV while they sit on their phone.
Yeah. So it's like, it's just like, but imagine like the people that grew up like that, like, they don't know those different things. Like, just the different, like, the connectivity of love or something that would have been there. And that's why that person doesn't understand that type of mood. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so crazy to think about how deep, like, people's childhoods all affect everything. And it's crazy how critical everything is.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And then think about like the guys that like come home from work and are just like, their kid is just so happy their dad's home. They just want to hang out with their dad. They just want to play with their dad. Can we play? I just want to spend time with you, dad. And they're just like an asshole.
Yeah.
They just want to kick their feet up, sit on their phone, crack open a beer. Like, stop fucking bothering me. I've been working hard all day to buy you toys. Go play with your damn toy. Like, nah, bro. He doesn't care about those toys, bro. I saw a video about it. Like, I'm soft.
And you're all tear-eyed. You're like,
I'm not tear-eyed, but I'm just like, you just want to be there for them. Like, and that's like I try to take it, like, that's why I try to be in the moment with my kid. Cause like, I know that shit's happened. I know there's kids out there that don't have their parents. I know there's kids that have to go through that. And it's just like, damn, man. Like,
I'm not laughing.
I wish I could be there for those kids. I feel so bad. Like, I didn't have that type of childhood, thank God.
And that's why I get up at 3:30 to hang out with my dog. Cause I feel bad. I'm like,
and you know what? I respect you for that, because that just says so much like what you would do for your child.
Yeah. Like,
seriously, if you had a kid, like it already shows like where you're at. Like, a lot of people everybody can have kids. Not everybody has a maternal instincts though.
Yeah. To be a parent.
Like, especially when you hear about these horror stories about what people do to their kids.
It's like crazy. How?
Like my girl's best friend up here works with like, child cases, we'll leave it at that. You can kind of let your run with that. And so it's just like to hear this shit that goes on, and just like, it's fucked up, man. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Children are taken advantage of because they have no idea.
People are evil, bro. Aren't people evil? Idea.
It's disgusting. Yeah. The devil is real, bro. Real talk. When you hear about these stories, like, the devil is real.
Yeah. It's crazy to how, and to think about that. And when you think about that person, think what goes on in their head, you're like, holy shit balls. Like, for them to think that that's
and
okay.
then like when they're at court and stuff and given like their point of view is always they didn't think they did anything wrong.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, she over sexualized herself, so if I didn't do it, she'd get taken advantage of. Like, she's 6.
What? Oh, it's got sick.
Right, exactly. That's just one thing, bro. That's just one.
Yeah, man.
The world is evil. Sorry, let's change the topic.
So heavy.
I know we're carrying people, bro. We're getting older. Like we're starting
it's something
to
I think about a lot.
Yeah, that's just who we are now, bro.
It's crazy how much I think about society. Like it's weird. You know what I mean? Just like, wow. Like,
and you can understand why you have all these people talking about, oh, God needs to come back. Christ needs to come back now. We are. And when you think about it like that, like, yeah, we have some fucked up shit going on, but like, it's not as bad as Babylon and shit, right? Think about that type of shit. Can you imagine like just women being raped and murdered at will, and mass killings of babies under the age of 2? I forgot what that story was, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I feel
it's fucked up, but it could be worse.
There's no better time to be alive than right now,
to an extent.
But I mean, to an extent, because it's like, well, the 70s and 80s, but it's like, yeah, you just didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, they just weren't as aware of the shit was going on. It was easier to get away with.
Think about the thoughts that they had back then. Like, what did they think about? Like, what did they think about? Like, gotta get the yard ready, gotta get the house looking good.
Think about it, was completely different. A man could go to work every day as a postman and provide for his family, send a kid to college, have a fucking more than one car in the driveway, have a boat, take vacations while the wife raised the children to make sure they were set up and prepared. You know what I'm saying? You were a legit team. Like, now both parents are off at work. You got to get a babysitter.
A second job.
The babysitter's taking them to school. So now your babysitter's influencing your child's life, depending on the type of person they are. Then you see in school where these teachers don't give a fuck. They're underpaid, underappreciated. So they don't give a fuck about your kid.
And
when your kid's
acting,
they care, but to a certain extent. They can't give the time and dedication to each fucking kid that they need to. You know what I'm saying? And then what happens after school? Now they're back with a babysitter, and then you get home and you're tired as fuck from working all day. So you just throw in a pizza in the oven. So they're not getting the nutrition they need. And they're not getting the attention and the love they need. And it's no wonder by the time they hit 12, 13, that they're just fucking rebels out in the street doing drugs, having sex. Right?
Yeah. Makes sense.
It's a fucked up society. And that's why, like, when you hear that shit, like, oh, the children are the future, like, that's real fucking talk. The children are the fucking future. We can't raise our children properly and take care of our children and save the children, essentially. It's just going to create a worse generation. Like, we're just going to fall off because we slacked as like, what's the saying? Like, it takes a village to raise a child or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, man, it's just so much that goes into it. It's
endless. Everything's connected.
It is. That's the thing. I was like, we're gonna get too far off topic here because like this shit could go on forever with how many different ways you look at it. Like, we just talked about a babysitter and going to school. Think about how that, depending on what school you go to, is gonna affect
county.
Just so many little things that add up over life that creates this person and who they are in this persona. Maybe they were bullied because they went to a certain type of school in an area. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these little things that create who we are.
It's crazy. Moments in time.
And that's why we have these crazy ass libtards now.
Uh-oh.
We're about to get canceled. Oh.
Whatever. Look, here's the thing. That was a good episode. It's good to be back. It's good to be back.
It is good to be back. You've been keeping up with the conspiracies and TikTok and all that bullshit going on?
Just, man.
You ready? Are you ready for the reset, the big reset that's coming?
Yeah, I keep hearing about it. I don't know. I don't know. I've seen some things about I've seen some there. I don't want to dive deep, but I've seen some stuff about the farms.
With Gates?
Huh?
With Bill Gates, how he's buying up all this farmland?
No, I've seen that. I'm talking about how like they're getting like farmers are getting like cease and desist like on their crops and stuff like that. Have you seen that? Okay, so they're getting stuff like that. I'm seeing like you're starting to see like different like there are like shipping things are already starting to be affected. Like, who knows if it's real? I don't know.
See, I saw something about shipping where I forgot what port it was, but there's been these ships from China and shit like that are bringing over goods, and they've been out at, like right off port at sea, just docked for like months at a time, and they're just being told to just sit. And what's that doing? That's creating, you know what I'm saying? That's raising the prices on things. Oh, we had a shortage when really it's not. I don't know.
Crazy. And the stuff down in Cuba. Have you seen the stuff in Cuba?
Like protesting?
Yeah, and how they're refusing like to do healthcare. Like they're not buying medicine. Like their people have nothing. Like the government is like, it's like an arm. They're just shutting everything. Dude, it's crazy. The world is a crazy place. Yeah. I try not to get lost in it because it's been so negative. And there ain't been nothing good.
It takes you to a different place. It can really change your whole frequency and change your thought process.
Yeah, that's why
fuck you up.
That's why I didn't want to talk about it, because I had been stuck for a while, and I was like, I gotta take a break. I gotta take a break.
Like the shit with Haiti. They were talking about they're not going to vaccines, and then the president gets assassinated. Now, Haiti's gonna get this many vaccine shots. Like,
it's wild.
It's wild. Man. They're going door to door now. How do you feel about that? Someone comes to your door, knocks on the door, asking you about if you have your vaccine shot. They can do it. Administer an at-home vaccine shot. Are you ready? We'll come inside right now. I'll give you a shot.
I'm at work, pimp. Like, ain't no one gonna be home.
Jehovah's Witness will wait around for you. You don't think a vaccine shot will wait around for you? We'll come back. We'll circle back for this, dude.
I ain't getting shit.
I'm not getting it either. I'm just saying.
Seeing this Johnson & Johnson things go deeper. Now they got some fucking thing linked to it. All this, like another disease or whatever linked to it. It's crazy, man.
Last thing, since we're talking about real quick, you know what I'm saying? I did see that when you get the shot, the way it's like crystallizing or something in the brain, that it reacts to certain frequencies. And like, that's why they put up all these 5G towers. And they're saying like, they're going to be able to control people with these frequencies. So it's crazy to think about like that. But at the same time, I've legit seen military videos where they use like different waves to control people. Like a group of people start walking towards them, they'll play a frequency, and those people just drop to the ground because the frequency is so loud pitch. You know what I'm saying? So imagine if they were to alter that to like make you angry. And now you have a crowd of angry mobs.
Yeah, from that movie, The Kingsman.
And that's where they termed the zombie. That was in that. They put the shit in plain sight. And you know why they put it in plain sight? For good karma. That's what the satanic motherfuckers do. They have to tell you about it or they have bad karma.
That's crazy.
Wow. All right. So I took the red pill. Sorry.
I know. There's a fine line, though. There's a fine line. Yeah. That one's deep, though.
Yeah. But it's crazy. I'm not saying I believe all the shit. It's just what I was getting at is it's crazy to hear like this shit can just trickle on and on all these different sub role plays. Like, oh, well, they're doing this and this. And then you see a doctor say, yeah, this does happen if you take this shot. And then you hear someone else say, well, that's what them doing that. They're putting 2 and 2 together, essentially, you know, It's wild. We'll see. Whatever.
Wow.
One day at a time. Man. Nothing we can fucking do about it if they're going to do it, right?
One day at a time.
I'm going to keep playing fucking beer league. I'll be on the rink. Zombies attack.
Right, let's go.
I'm gonna eat the puck, bitch. I'm gonna cross check you in your neck.
I got you.
I gotta take a big poo-poo. This has been great. I missed you.
Missed you. It's good to see you. Good to be back.
I love that we always cross the line of controversy before we get off. I can always tell we've crossed that line when you're like, oh yeah, all right. It's a great episode. When you're cutting me off, I know I've hit that line. But I try to hit that line every episode.
You have to poke it. You gotta poke it. And I'm okay with it. But okay, you gotta poop. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. Another good episode here from Men Behind the Mitts.
We should have a Bigfoot person come on as fuck the hockey people. No more interviews with hockey people. We're gonna get Bigfoot expert on here.
I'm down. I fuck with Bigfoot.
1000% down. I fuck with Bigfoot too.
Yeah.
All right.
You think it's real?
Yeah, I think it's possible.
I think
think about how much of the jungle in South America that still hasn't been like.
Oh, you mean worldwide? I was talking about the States.
I think, well, yeah. I mean, because I've seen videos over in Russia, like, you know what I'm saying? I've seen videos.
Oh, yeah, there's plenty of uninhabited land. There's plenty of uninhabited land in the States.
Yeah, and I've seen these wild men, these hairy Sasquatch, abominable snowman.
All right, let's save it. Let's save it for the Bigfoot expert.
I'm going to find one now. That's my goal.
I'm squatching, bro. I'm just glassing and I'm squatching.
Man, could you imagine
seeing one?
Just being out in the woods camping and like. No, because they do wild shit. Like you hear regular noise. Oh, that's just a branch, but that's how they communicate. They bang branches on. All right, we'll talk about it another time.
They gotta go outside. It's like dark. I gotta take my dog outside and shit. Like don't wood snap.
You're the one that talks about ghosts in your house and shit. How's that been, by the way?
Gucci. Now I'm gonna have nightmares. Thank you.
That's what I'm here for, baby.
Everything was.
That's why I got the puppy puckle. Get him.
Yeah. Bark. The dog didn't even bark. I'm like, who's here? He's like, someone's here. I'm like, fucking bark or something. I know
that motherfucker's in the corner of the crate pissing himself.
Ah, shit, I pooped again.
Oh, man. What an epi. Way to wrap it up.
Yeah. Let's get out of here. Always good to see you. Great to be back. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel. Hopefully you're watching this. Just press the little bell, the subscription, the notification button, do it all. We appreciate the followers and the new subs that we have. Thank you guys for doing it. As always, it's the Instagram, Best way to keep up with us over here at Men's Behind the Mitts. Don't forget to check out Silky Men's. Don't forget to check out SilkyMittsHC.com. Support the boys over there, guys. Silk's got some summer deals going on right now, so make sure you take advantage of those. Is that it? We're Gucci?
Yeah, that's it. Let's go. It's
right,
been
bro.
great. See you guys next time. Thanks for joining us.
Always good seeing you, brother. Be well.
Bro. Later.
The boys from Men Behind the Mitts just want to say thanks for listening. And as always, be sure to follow us on all your favorite social media outlets at Men Behind the Mitts. Brought to you by Silky Mitts Hockey Club. Support the boys at SilkyMittsHC.com.